On this traffic camera involved the Kansas City Fire Department pumper truck and an SUV. It happened at the intersection of Westport Road and Broadway Boulevard.
This is a story KSHB 41 investigator Cameron Taylor has followed for almost a year.
Cameron, in those court documents, they say Biscari made, quote, false statements to KCPD investigators.
Yeah, that's right, Caitlin and Brian. Since the beginning, there have been questions about how fast he was driving, whether he made sure the intersection was clear, and if there was any indication he tried to brake. And tonight, these court documents give us those answers. Blatantly false statements. That's what these new court documents say Dominic Biscari made to KCPD investigators. Biscari was behind the wheel of the KCFD pumper truck the night of the deadly Westport crash. Court records say he slowed to 30 miles per hour as he got to the intersection. Video of the crash and eyewitness testimony refute that claim, indicating his speed was around 50 miles per hour. Biscari also told investigators he looked and did not see anything before going through the intersection, and it was not until he was halfway through he saw the Honda SUV. Video of the crash shows the SUV was already in the intersection when Biscari entered it. Court documents say Biscari made one other false claim, that he slammed on his brakes and tried to swerve to avoid hitting the SUV. The court records say there was no evidence that happened. Those new details are listed in arbitration documents. It comes after a hearing involving witness testimony, evidence, and arguments from attorneys representing Biscari and the victims. The arbitrator, an independent third party who presided over the hearing, found there was negligence by Biscari and said he and KCFD, quote, were on notice of his dangerous and reckless driving of KCFD vehicles. That's in reference to a previous complaint filed less than 3 months before the Westport crash. An expert witness who reviewed the crash said Biscari violated KCFD policy by entering the intersection on a red light and fell below the national standard of care when he did not fully clear the intersection first. The expert witness also said Biscari failed to yield the right-of-way and did not keep a careful lookout. The arbitrator recommended more than $29 million go to the families of Michael Elwood, Jennifer San Nicolas, and Tammy Knight. Each filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Biscari, the city, and the fire department. The arbitrator also recommended Knight's boyfriend, who was walking with her the night of the crash, receive $2 million and more than $1 million to the owners of the building that was damaged by the crash, all totaling to more than $32 million. The court documents also say the victims and their families, quote, deserved better from defendant Biscari that day. And again, a judge still has to confirm the arbitration award. I've reached out to Biscari's attorney about this, but have not heard back. The claims against the city and fire department are still going through the court process. And since there's still pending litigation, the city and fire department tell me they can't comment at this time.
Cameron, does this have any impact on the criminal investigation?
Yeah, so I had the same question, so I reached out to the Jackson County Prosecutor's Office, and the simple answer is no. And remember, they are still reviewing this case and figuring out whether there will be charges filed.
Wow. Cameron,
all right.
Thank you.
Yeah, Cameron, thank you. You've done a great job staying on this story from the very beginning, and finally we're getting some answers thanks to your hard work.